Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final hour of the 2024 30 Hours of Campillos here at KartCenter Campillos in Andalusia. We are 29 hours and 10 minutes down, 50 minutes to go. The sun is shining, the drivers are tired, their bodies ache, their minds are fatigued, and yet they still pound round this circuit.
Buenas tardes y bienvenidos de nuevo. Estamos aquí, Henry y yo, Chris Jiménez, con todos vosotros para finalizar esta última hora de nuestra gran carrera de 30 horas en Karting Campillos. Hace un tiempo espléndido, el sol está brillando y quedan solamente, pues según veo en el reloj, 51 minutos. Nuestros competidores están en el circuito apretando ese acelerador, embistiendo esas curvas a puntito de finalizar ya.
So here is the state of play at the moment. Leading the race with one pit stop still to take after 1,188 laps. The reigning and defending champions, Paquetes drivers from Spain. They are one lap ahead of MRK Lions, but MRK Lions still have two pit stops to make. Third are Mold Racing from Moldova. They're 3 laps behind the leaders, but they've only got one pit stop to make. Fourth place, Asphalt Knights. They are just 0.4 of a second behind the Mold Racing team with one pit stop to go. That is the closest battle on circuit. 0.4 of a second for third position.
Bueno, tal y como nos decía Henry, seguimos teniendo a Paquetes Drivers a la cabeza, como no, nuestros chicos españoles. Muy seguidos está MRK Lions, los belgas a tan solo una vuelta, pero tened en cuenta, queda un pit stop para nuestros belgas. Detrás, en tercera posición, tenemos a Niklas Krujger apretando también en tercera posición con solamente un pit stop pendiente. Así que puede ser que veamos algún cambio, seguro que sí, en esta clasificación. Asphalt Knights, nuestros portugueses, están en cuarta posición, a solamente 4 segunditos de diferencia. O sea, esto está ahora mismo muy candente.
Now, the battle for third position is going into turn number 1 now. On your screens, you're looking at the race leaders, the driver, white race suit, white crash helmet. You can see the red plate, the gold number on the front of their karts. Paquetes drivers, it is Alejandro Ruiz Cabello on the behind the wheel of that kart. But the real action is happening. Let's have a little look. Where are we looking for? Niklas Kruger, who has driven 10 hours. He is coming around turn number 11 now, up the infield straight. Kruger and then the Asphalt Knights. They are going into turn number 12 now, and there is nothing to choose between them. But we watch the race leader now.
Ahora mismo estamos viendo en las pantallas a ese líder que está siguiendo el trazado, lo veis ahí con ese mono blanco. Vamos a ver cómo hacen esta última línea. Están justo en el top de la colina, apretando ahora la bajada para coger velocidad y mantenerse ahí a la cabeza. Qué bonita imagen vemos en este precioso circuito. Vamos a ver cómo hacen esta curva más técnica. Vamos a ver cómo llegan al hairpin. Ahí lo vemos pasar sin ningún tipo de problema. Él va manteniendo el liderazgo y marcando la trazada de los demás karts.
There we go, out of turn number 13 into turn number 13 now. The corner opens out wide, down the hill out of turn number 14 into the last heavy braking zone. Even though they are over a lap in the lead, you can see the driver still, Ruiz Cabello, still hunched down, pushing on. They can't relax. You could only imagine how much their bodies are aching as they come across the line to start another lap now.
Sí, ahora mismo, por ejemplo, podemos ver en pantalla cómo van aprovechando esa inercia, moviendo su cuerpo hacia adelante para coger potencia. Llevan 30 horas, están súper fatigados, pero no pasa nada. Van cogiendo esa curva hacia arriba como estamos viendo, apretando, dejando que el asfalto guíe esta parte. Están en la chicana ahora mismo, justo, pasando, lo podéis ver en pantalla también. Son profesionales al final de este circuito ya, después de 30 horas. Vemos ahora mismo que van pasando por ese top, bajando la colina. Mirad cómo van aprovechando la inercia de sus cuerpos para coger más velocidad. Es una jugada brillante la que están haciendo nuestros competidores, aprovechando la inercia de los karts. Tened en cuenta que aunque hayan pasado 30 horas y estén cansados, estos chicos hasta el último momento van a mantener su posición y van a intentar cerrar y dar juego para que no haya ningún adelantamiento, para mantener la posición o para subir un poquito en esa clasificación.
So yeah, you can see the race leader working their way through traffic. Still getting, who's he got behind him? We'll try and see. That could be kart number 8. That, I think, is the Track Limits Pro team from France. It is, oh no, in fact, it's the number 9 kart, which is the MTF racing team from France. Now, Nicholas Kruger for Mold Racing has pulled out a 1.3 second gap over the Asphalt Knights. They are coming into turn number 12 now, and going out towards turn 13. They're in a huge pack of karts, but Alejandro Ruiz Cabello, he's found someone to work with now. Team number 9, MTF Racing, they are a long way down. That's Maven Gayard behind the wheel. They're 37th overall, but there are still good battles up and down the order. So for third place, Mold Racing against Asphalt Knights, 1.4 seconds between them. Then further back, between the LSK Racing team and Track Limits Portugal, they are separated by 5 seconds. That's 14th and 15th position. There's a great battle between BKRT Black, the NRG team, and PLK Endurance. They're fighting over 22nd, 23rd and 24th places. And the MTF Racing are just 7 seconds in front of Go-Kart Ciudad Quesada. So even though the battle for the win is pretty much over, all these teams have a lot to fight for.
Pues sí, tal y como nos decía Henry, en este caso tenemos pues ese top en la clasificación bastante claro. Eso sí, en la segunda posición y tercera posición todavía ahí puede haber algún cambio. Los chicos de Asphalt Knight, que están en cuarta posición, puede que arrastren un poquito más esa clasificación final, no lo sabemos, vamos a ver qué es lo que hacen en la pista, pero si os fijáis en el live timing podéis ver que hay otras batallas que se están jugando ahora en otras posiciones, en posiciones más centradas en el número 20, el número 22, el número 21. Tenemos, por ejemplo, los chicos de BKRT Black que llevan 18 vueltas de diferencia con nuestros líderes, pero muy seguidos tienen detrás a NRG Team que solamente les saca 5 segunditos por detrás. Entonces, como veis, sigue habiendo juego en otros puestos en esta clasificación, en esta parrilla.
Now, the second place team, MRK Lions, they're in the pits right now, making their 29th pit stop. That will put them on the same strategy as the two teams they're battling with, Mold Racing and Asphalt Knights. They will have all made 29 pit stops. So the battle for P2, P3, and P4 is going to be very close indeed. And there's going to be lots of excitement before we get to the end of this race. The best team in the race that has done all 30 pit stops is the Burro 11 Need for Speed team. They're in 12th place overall, 9 laps off the lead. They're not going to get on the podium, but they will be trying to find a fight for a place in the top 10. Now we're looking as the group of karts come across the start-finish line. That's the OKT racing team at the back of that group. And the MRK Lions are coming back onto the circuit now. We will see where they shake out. It's going to give, obviously, Paquetes drivers a big advantage up at the front. So we watch the race leader head up towards turn number 8, right in the thick of a big pack of go-karts, now downhill and into turn number 12. And again, you can't imagine how, okay, you know what it's like as an athlete. You're right at the end of the competition. Your muscles are burning. The lactic acid is just there, making everything feel like you want to cramp. How do you just focus and work through the pain?
Pues me pregunta Henry que esto es un poco como los atletas, ¿no? Que son un poco más mi sector. En este caso, en cualquier deporte, al final, esta recta final da igual lo que duela al cuerpo. Cuando un atleta está concienciado de que tiene que dar su último punch, lo hace, tira de la cabeza. Y eso es lo que están haciendo nuestros competidores en el circuito, tirando de cabeza para finalizar estas 30 horas. Como dice mi entrenador muchas veces, el dolor son datos, así que no hay que pensar en ellos y hay que seguir con la mente fría.
Now, on track, you can see that the race leader has come out just behind team number 18. So the MRK Lions, Kenneth Nason's behind the wheel, and they are still in second place. They are half a lap in front of Mold Racing and the Asphalt Knights. So the MRK Lions, they're 2 laps down. If the race leader passes the kart directly in front of him, you're looking at them on your screens now, they will go 3 laps down. So that'll be a 3-lap lead, a 3-lap margin at the front of the field, but second, third and fourth will all be on the same lap.
Pues sí, veíamos a MRK Lions ahí en las pantallas. Están a 2 vueltas de los líderes de esta carrera de Paquetes Driver. Ellos acaban de hacer uno de sus últimos pit stop, el penúltimo de ellos. Estábamos ahí viendo si eso les iba a penalizar mucho y iban a bajar en el puesto de la clasificación, pero no ha sido así. Siguen apretando en esa segunda posición.
Now, at the moment, Alejandro Ruiz Cabello is content to sit behind Kenneth Nason's, but even though he is 3 laps in front, he wants to try and get clear of traffic. The last thing that the leaders want is to be in around a big pack of slower karts and have a driver spin or have an accident and collect you. So he's going to try and push Nason's away, maybe try and overtake. Meanwhile, Nicholas Kruger for Mold Racing has opened up a 2.7 second lead over the Asphalt Knights.
Veíamos en pantalla cómo va ese grupo, liderando a la cabeza Alejandro Cabello de Paquetes Drivers, muy seguido de Nason del equipo belga. Ya llegados a este punto, los pilotos no quieren que ocurra nada que pueda cambiar demasiado la clasificación, que pueda provocar algún tipo de accidente. Entonces aprovechan esa trazada que van marcando, poniendo las cosas lo más fácil posible en ese sentido.
Now, the Asphalt Knights and Mold Racing, they are half a lap behind the MRK Lions. A little bit of signalling going on there between some of the drivers, Kenneth Nason's and Alejandro Ruiz Cabello. So Ruiz Cabello is thinking, at this point, I am better just pushing. Push, push, push. Not trying to overtake Kenneth Nasons, although he might have no choice. He's going to have a little look to the inside. He's still got Maven Gayard for MTF Racing right behind him. So this 3-kart train working together, not fighting, because MRK Lions, if they start fighting side by side with the race leader, that's going to slow them both down, and it's going to allow Mold Racing and the Asphalt Knights to close in. So I would say if number 1, the race leaders, pass team number 18, team number 18 will just slot in behind and work together because they will both go quicker. Now let's have a look, side by side. Yep, there goes Ruiz Cabello into the front of this pack. And watch now, Kenneth Nasons will stick to the rear bumper of the race leader like glue.
Bueno, en este caso nos contaba Henry que llegados a este punto los pilotos van trabajando en equipo, ¿no? Porque aprovechando ese trenecito que vemos en pantalla que van haciendo para intentar no dar demasiadas molestias a esos pilotos que van por detrás, que están empujando, la verdad, van apretando, pero no quieren provocar ningún tipo de penalización a esos segundo, terceros, cuarto puestos.
Up towards turn number 8, the very top of the hill here at Karting Campillos. You can see the olive trees in the background. This very dusty, sandy landscape in Andalusia. It's very undulating. You look behind the circuit and there are little hills and mountains and rocky outcrops. But all the while, rows and rows of neatly planted, small, compact olive trees with the large, still, but moving wind turbines. Now, this morning, they were still, and it was very, very hot. It was stickier than a honey factory. Now it's a bit more breezy.
Bueno, aquí nos contaba Henry un poco del paisaje, cómo lo está viviendo desde dentro, porque la verdad, para aquellos que no conozcáis Campillos, tenemos un circuito rodeado de 120.000 metros cuadrados, que es casi nada. Esto, hablamos de un paisaje bastante secano, lleno de olivares y de pues las plantas autóctonas de la zona. Al final estamos en el sur de España, no es la zona más verde, es un poquito seca, pero sí que la imagen es espectacular con esas colinas, esos molinos de viento, así que estamos disfrutando mucho de esta visión. Igualmente os digo, muchas gracias a todos por estar aquí escuchando, atentos a este directo. Os voy a dejar con Henry porque tengo una cuenta pendiente con los chicos de Amelia Race, así que me voy a bajar a hacer una pequeña entrevista con ellos. Os recordamos que Amelia Race está en último lugar, en esa posición 45. Pero es que son los más novatos en este circuito. Es la primera vez que participan aquí en Karting Campillos. Hay que decir que alguno de sus miembros nunca había utilizado un kart y sin embargo están aquí dándolo todo en este circuito, en estas 30 horas. Acabar ya es un éxito porque hablamos de 30 horas sin parar. Es un trabajo de resistencia enorme. Así que vamos a hablar con ellos para que los conozcáis un poquito mejor y vamos a ver qué tal su experiencia. Os dejo en las mejores manos, las de un profesional como la copa de un pino, como es Henry. Así que os veo pronto.
Now, Asphalt Knights, you just saw it on your screen, the red and blue, the red and green race suit coming into the pits for what will be the final time. Morris Zernicow has come in and pitted for Mold Racing and the Asphalt Knights. So hang on a second, let's see who is going to go out for the Asphalt Knights. And the number 27 team have fallen foul of track time. Wow, their driver stayed out for an hour and a half. So stayed out for 17 minutes longer than he should. A real Iron Man. That would be the Titan Racing team. They're down in 44th. I would say that he had to stay out because everybody else was too tired to drive. And they had to just wait. So they will stay in 44th position. Now, Asphalt Knights are on. No, they've moved back in. It wasn't Asphalt Knights that pitted. I do apologise. Mould Racing, Maurice Cernicau is in the karts for his team's final stint. There are 30 minutes to go, and so every driver must do a minimum of 15 minutes, and I believe the pit lane closes with possibly 15 minutes to go. So the teams have got to get their last pit stops in pretty soon. Daniel Beltran, well, Titan Racing have made 31 pit stops. And I think this because they're just tired. Now the gap between MRK Lions and the Asphalt Knights is 42 seconds. Can Maurice Cernicau keep Mould Racing not only in front of the Asphalt Knights, but can they close the gap to Kenneth Nason's in the second place kart? Now the battle but for 5th position is on as well. Team number 17, escudelecart.com and Icing Auto Racing Pro. 5th and 6th separated by 1/10 of a second. And I'm trying to see, they are coming around turn number 11. Now, there is a look at the Asphalt Knights, but just behind this kart on track is the battle between kart 17 and kart 13. That is for 5th position overall. Let's see, there go the Asphalt Knights, and in that group of karts just behind them is the 17 and the 13. Let's see, you've got the number 41 kart is in there as well. And as they cross the line now, there's the 17 kart moving to the inside. Driver with the camera on the side of his crash helmet, and the Danish team are just behind them. Up the hill they go. This is a great battle for P5 overall. The black race suit with the green stripes, that is escudelecart.com, and just behind them is Icing Racing Pro, Sophus Champ Hansen behind the wheel. Asphalt Knights, there they are 3rd. The gap to the MRK Lions is 43 seconds. Mould Racing are a lap back, but they've made their last pit stop. And as we see, you can see the driver with the camera on the side of his crash helmet. That's escudelecart.com, and Champ Hansen is right there, nose to tail. These two teams have done 1,197 laps, and there is not one kart length between them. And it's for a place in the top 5. It's the closest battle on circuit. And it's a very, very good one. Here we go. Down the start-finish straight. Will we see Champ Hansen look to the inside going into turn number 1? No, we don't. And I've got to say, the driver, that's Jorge Garcia for escudelecart.com. So Jorge Garcia and Champ Hansen have got it. Well, let's have a look. Have they all made their final pit stops? No. So both these teams have got 1 pit stop remaining. Could these two teams decide their final position based on how quickly they get in and out of the pits for the last time? It would be incredibly exciting if they pitted together. That would be spectacular. but they head up the hill. They're chasing the Asphalt Knights. Now, I can't quite see who is, let's have a look, who's the driver directly in front of them. It is, it's Jose Maria Servan in the Masters leading entry. And there are your leaders out of the pits, having completed their 30th and final pit stop. John Del Valle, who set pole position yesterday morning. He is the lead driver, and he will bring the number 1 kart home for what possibly could be a second straight victory here in the 30 hours of Karting Campillos. MRK Lions, 2 laps down in second, 43 seconds in front of the Asphalt Kings, and still Champ Hansen cannot find a way past the number 17 kart of Jorge Garcia, the Escuderia Kart.com team, who led at the halfway mark, and now they are trying to fight for a place in the top 5. And as I look out of the commentary box window, they are in a thick pack of karts, and Champ Hansen is trying to go around the outside of Jorge Garcia going into turn number 15. You're watching another battle on screen at the moment. That at the first kart, that's Kenneth Nason's, and he is trying to hold on to second place. But the battle for 5th position goes across the start-finish line now, and up the hill. Here we go. This is the action for 5th place. Champ Hansen there, and is that Champ Hansen now in front? No, that is the number 41 kart. So it is still Garcia in front for Escuderia Kart. Then the number 41 team, they're not in this battle, but the second driver with a black race suit, the third of the 4 karts you can see on screen now, that's Champ Hansen. And, well, they're both got a rear gunner. They're both getting pushed along by a rival team. This battle could go right down to the wire. Burrow 11, Need for Speed, have moved up into 9th position. So they're benefiting from having made their final stop early. But we're watching now. So, the Escuderia Kart.com and let's have a look. And Jorge Garcia, he's actually caught Pedro Mora, who is driving for the Asphalt Knights at the moment. Now, Pedro Mora pits. That gives Jorge Garcia a big break because he now has clear track in front of him. So this could be key. The Asphalt Knights are in the pits. You're watching the battle for 5th position with the leading Masters team right in the middle of it at the moment. So Champ Hansen now tries to look around the outside of the MRT Frikis boys, but the 41 team doesn't have to get out of the way. They are running 8th overall, MRT Frikis boys. But Champ Hansen has to try and get past the driver with the black race suit and the GoPro camera on the top of his crash helmet to get to the driver who's got the GoPro camera on the side of his crash helmet. There is the Asphalt Knights. Taking over will be, let's have a little look. We'll see who that is taking over now with the blue race suit. It is, let's have a look. Is that Hugo Carvalho? Possibly taking over for the Asphalt Knights. We'll find out pretty shortly. There he is. It is Hugo Carvalho. Great work from our WFR live cameraman. You can see on the side of the crash helmet the radio communications, so the driver can speak team can speak to him. On the steering wheel, you've got the Alfano lap timer, so they know how fast they are going. There's lots of other bits of data and information on that for the driver to read through. So it's going to be the battle for the final podium position is going to be between Hugo Carvalho, Maurice Zernicau. That's for Asphalt Nights and Mold Racing. We don't yet know who is going to take over for the MRK Lions team, because they still have one pit stop to make. They're in the pits now. MRK Lions are in the pits now. Champ Hansen on your screen still hasn't got past the number 41 kart, so he can't yet go and chase after Jorge Garcia in the Scuderia Kart.com and number 17 kart. They both still have one pit stop remaining. We got just 20 minutes to go. The pit lane will be closing shortly in about 6 minutes time, I think. I believe the pit lane closes with 15 minutes to go. Is that right? The pit lane closes with 15 minutes to go, or it's always open right till the end? So actually the pit lane doesn't close at all, but of course it's a minimum driving time of 15 minutes. So you've got to make your last pit stop at least 15 minutes before the end of the race. So effectively the pits are closed, even though they're not. Now, where does Kenneth Nasons come out? Who does Kenneth Nasons hand over to? Mold Racing are back into third position. Mold Racing have passed the Asphalt Knights. Maurice Zernicau. Look for the driver on track with the luminous yellow race suit with black sides to it. The Mold Racing team are very, very easy to find on circuit. We continue to look at this incredible battle for fifth position. And across the line they go, still with less than 20 minutes remaining. Now out of the pit lane come MRK Lions. Kenneth Nasons still behind the wheel. Oh, they're still in the pit. Now they leave. Now, did they leave Kenneth Nasons in the kart, I wonder? According to my screen, Kenneth Nasons is still in the wheel. No, it's now changed. It's now Benjamin Kivers. So, Benjamin Kivers will bring the MRK Lions team to the finish. 18 minutes to go. Mold Racing and Asphalt Knights are nose to tail on the circuit. Mold Racing in third position. They are going up the hill towards turn number 5. There they are on your screen. And there in the blue race suit is Hugo Carvalho in second in the number 2 kart. This is the battle for what is third position at the moment. We'll see if it's the battle for second position when MRK Lions cross the line. Now, Hugo Carvalho has got to try and chase down Maurice Zernicau. Benjamin Kivers, well, he's just left the pits. We will pick up where the number 18 kart is. On track. I think the MRK Lions team might just be still in second position, but it's going to be so close. Yes, they are. So, Benjamin Kivers retains a 45-second lead over the battle for third position. We're going to try and find the battle for third. There's Hugo Carvalho. Oh, and his hand is gesticulating because he got held up behind the number 23 team. That is the WRW team, the Belarusian team of Artisom Abakamu, Siren Liukovic, Pavel Sabaluski, Artisom Vikuluski, and Pavel Shutzin. And I think Hugo Carvalho was probably calling that driver a Shutzin there. He didn't look very happy because look at the gap that Mold Racing have been able to pull out just on that one slower kart. Mold Racing at the front of this group, going up the hill. The gap is now over a second back to Asphalt Night. So there's Maurice Zernikow going into turn number 15. There is Hugo Carvalho. Hugo Carvalho, he has got to really push now. There is Mold Racing. They cross the start-finish line. And let's count the lapped karts between him and the Asphalt Knights. 1, 2 karts, but there is a lot of empty tarmac as well between them. Can't believe, but that's going to make things interesting. The number 35 team, well, Buro 11, Need for Speed. The Ukrainian team, they're in 9th position. They pass Mold Racing. And Maurice Zernikow just trying to maintain his composure. There is Hugo Carvalho. The gap is shrinking again. It went up to 2.5 seconds. Carvalho is quicker on this lap. And the battle for 5th position, both teams, Escuderia.kart.com and the number 13 team, the Danish team, Eishing Auto Racing Pro, they are both in the pits together. I wonder if we can have a little look at our pit lane camera. They're both at the exit of pit lane. In fact, they're both leaving pit lane now. And they've just passed that area, so the 5th place battle should be coming out on track right about there in and around this pack. So the battle for 5th position is still on. In fact, they're just leaving the pit lane now. So we're going to have to focus. We've got 2 battles in the top 5. We've got the battle for 3rd and 4th, which we're going to have to stick with. And then we got the battle for 5th and 6th. Incredible stuff. MRK Lions, Benjamin Kivers, he looks safe in 2nd position. Now, Hugo Carvalho has got no lapped traffic between himself and Maurice Zernikow for Mold Racing. There, in the yellow and black race suit, is your 3rd place team. And in the blue race suit and black and silver crash helmet, that's your 4th place team. After 29 hours and 47 minutes, Asphalt Knights can see a podium. They can see it. They can almost smell the metalwork on the trophies that are sitting just feet from where I am commentating from. But they can't reach out and grab them yet. Mold Racing have got 1 foot on the podium. This is 13 minutes at the end of 30 hours for a place on the rostrum. You could not write it. Escudeleriacart.com are 6/10 in front of Eishing Auto Racing Pro. So they've come into the pits nose to tail, and they've come out of the pits nose to tail. And that would be, Alejandro Lancho is driving for escoleriacart.com, and it is Mr. Saturday, Jon Lund, driving for Icing Auto Racing Pro. Has anyone told Jon that it's now Sunday? Have the Danes made the wrong choice by putting Mr. Saturday in on Sunday afternoon? We will have to see. But, Carvalho still pushing. The gap, 1.6 seconds. It's coming down 10th by 10th. The gap between the 17 team and the 13 team for 5th position is just 0.3 of a second. We'll run down the full finishing order at the end of the race, but we have to stay focused on this battle for second. There is the BKRT red team, and there's a marshal there at the side of the circuit giving them a warning for contact driving. So Hugo pushing hard on the brakes out to turn number 12. The gap has come down from 1.6 to 1.4 seconds, and we have got 11 minutes to go. Probably 6, 7 laps. And that's it. The race leaders, Paquetes drivers, have done 1,215 laps. It's a Magna Carta, 12:15. We wondered how many laps the race winner was going to do. It's going to be probably in excess of, I'd say, 1,222, 1,223, something like that. And on this lap, Maurice Cernicau was slightly quicker than Hugo. So the gap grows to 1.6 seconds. This is where radio communication is so important for these teams and drivers. You've got to keep Hugo Carvalho motivated. You have to keep Maurice Cernicau calm. Don't let the pressure get to him. And of course, all Hugo Carvalho wants to do is pile the pressure on. Now he's got a problem because Simon Strouven for the BKRT red team is closing in on Carvalho. Now Carvalho, watch for the hand signals. Hugo Carvalho will probably be begging Simon Strouven, saying, please, push me up to the leader. Don't try and overtake me. Push me. Help me out. He turns around. He has a look. Strouven's not listening. Strouven goes through. Now Carvalho wants to try and use the slipstream. He'll try and push Simon Strouven. Use the toe that Strouven has, and then hope that Strouven battles with Maurice Cernicau. Across the start-finish line, you can see the spectator grandstand is filling up almost to the brim. There are 200 plus drivers here, and there is a camaraderie and a spirit between endurance racing teams that is unique to all forms of motorsport. And you can see that, Hugo Carvalho is now fading. Maurice Cernicau is speeding up. The pressure's not getting to him. The gap is 2.3 seconds. But look ahead. Cernicau has got a big pack of traffic, which he is approaching. Out of turn number 12 into turn number 13. Carvalho sitting in Strouven's wheel tracks, hoping the Belgian will tow him up to the Mold Racing number 10 kart. But you can see in the flashing across the other side, there's a whole group of karts. I make it probably 7 or 8 karts that driver Maurice Cernicau, look at them, the whole front straight is got go-karts on it. And Maurice Cernicau is going to have to try and manage this well. 7.5 minutes to go. He will probably catch them. He can't just sit behind the lap traffic. He will have to try and attack and hope that the lapped traffic cooperates. Oh, the Borough 11 Need for Speed driver is the first of them. Now, he's a quick driver. So Borough 11 Need for Speed, they're up to 8th position overall. There's still nothing to choose between the 5th and 6th place teams. Escueleda Kart.com and Icing Auto Racing Pro. But this is a battle for the final podium position. And the gap is stable at 2.5 seconds. But one mistake from Maurice Cernicau. Imagine how much is Maurice's muscles hurting. He has been on track. Maurice Cernicau has driven for 5.5 hours over the last 30. Have a look. Your muscles are burning. You're awake, you're tired, your senses aren't quite right. But you've got to just focus. You know you are so close. You are desperate. You don't want to let your teammates down. Everyone has planned for this event so much. And whether you finish third or in the gravel comes down to the last 5 minutes of this race. Alternatively, if you're Hugo Carvalho, you were right there. One lapped kart getting in the way at the wrong time has cost you. And now you've got just 5 minutes to dig deep, to dig deeper than you've ever dug before, to summon every last ounce of strength and mental fortitude to will that go-kart up towards your target. Because if you don't, your team leaves this event empty-handed. How heartbreaking would that be? And Maurice Cernicau is extending his advantage. We are into the final 5 minutes. There is your race leader. Paquetes drivers, 3 laps in front of the rest of the field, with John Del Valle cruising around. He moved into the lead shortly after the 15-hour mark, and the number 1 kart has not looked back since. Now we've moved to see the race leaders because the battle for third place is fading. So is the battle for 5th position. EscuderiaKart.com is now 1.4 seconds in front of Icing Auto Racing Pro, and Mold Racing are now 2.7 seconds in front of the Asphalt Knights. So you look at John Del Valle in the Kart Skins race suit. How many more drivers will appear in the brand new way race suit design once it's given homologation? There is just some of the incredible team here at KartCenter Campillos. Young and old. Martin Roivers looks towards the camera, the circuit owner. He will hoist the checkered flag aloft in 3 minutes' time, or will it be one of the youngsters that have been helping throughout this race? There is our race director, Manuel Branco, who has been overseeing all the drivers for nearly 30 hours straight. 3 minutes to go. And the race leader, there he is, looking over his shoulder. Finally, now, John Del Valle knows that he can almost get out and push that go-kart home. We move on to lap 1,222. all 45 teams who started this race will finish. Some of them are a long way down. Amelia Racing are nearly 60 laps behind. Titan Racing are 40 laps behind. But everybody will see the checkered flag. And that is a triumph in and amongst itself. Mold Racing, Maurice Cernicau has now extended his lead over Hugo Carvalho and the Asphalt Knights to 3 seconds. 3 seconds after 30 hours. You could hardly make it up for a place on the podium, and for the elation that the Mold Racing team will experience, it will be matched only by the utter desolation that Asphalt Knights, who led for 3 hours earlier on, as we start the final lap here in Spain's toughest endurance test, possibly one of the toughest endurance races in not just Europe, but the entire world of rental kart racing. 1,223 laps will be the winning distance. John Del Valle, along with Germán Sánchez, Alejandro Ruiz Cabello, and Juan Sanchez, will defend their title. He slows the kart down to make sure that nobody else is in the winning photograph. He pulls aside, he's waiting for some clear track. Through goes, I think that was Northwest Karting, passing the leaders. And we are corners away, down into turn number 15. He cruises round, he looks over his shoulder. The rest trail a long way behind. During the night, he broke them, and in the sunshine, he is victorious. Paquete's drivers win again. The Spanish colors are smoke in the sky, and MRK Lions finish in second, and in third position will be Mold Racing. They take third place at the final step on the podium by 2.6 seconds. What an achievement. Fifth position will be escuderiakart.com, and they take fifth by 2.7 seconds. And I watch as the Asphalt Knights cross the start-finish line. Hugo Carvalho's head hangs in utter desolation. And on the start-finish line, your Masters winners park up. They have led every single lap of this 30-hour race. Have the MRT Frikis boys. Benekarts will finish second in Masters, and Sally's, the Danish team, will finish third. What a race, what an achievement. And John Del Valle, not quite sure what's in the box. It's a, well, I mean, it's a packet. This is Paquetes drivers. Is that a Paquetes? I'm not quite sure what a Paquetes is. I'm sure it is. Oh, that's good driving. Excellent. Let's clap with. Oh, very well done, sir. Good celebration efforts. But here, out onto the circuit is your race winner. They come into the first, second, and third. Luis, our cameraman, is down there. I will go and join Chris Jimenez and the rest of the team down in on the circuit as we celebrate the 30 hours of Campillos.
Felicitado, venga. Let's go, 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 go. Go, go.
Super. Gota mano, dai. Gota mano.
Well, here we are down at the finish line here at KartCenter Campillos. The top three teams are here. First of all, let's find our winners. They have defended their title. John, come this way. Where's the rest of the team? Let's bring everybody in. He's coming now. Well, we'll bring the other driver in as well. We got the crash helmets. First things first, there's Perez, there's Ruiz Cabello, there's Sanchez, yourself, John. What a race. What have you got to say initially?
Yeah, for sure. As I said this morning and in the interview, it was a really, really hard race because we got the penalty. We need to recover fast. We did it and we get the pace again and start to keep making the gap. All my teammates are amazing, great talent, great strategy, great everything. Then it's obviously for them also. Then.
Yeah. You know this track really well, so this is a fantastic win for Spain. Let's hear from Alejandro Ruiz Cabello. You had the stint just before the end. I handed over to John. What was going through your mind? When did you start to believe that you had done it?
Well, not really until you finish the race, because everything can happen and you can have a bad car or it could break or something. And yeah, we were tense till the end, but yeah, we're really confident on the team, on the guys, because they did an amazing job. They were mega all the race and we were really calm, really committed, and yeah, everything came out really well at the end.
And you've got your families here, wives, girlfriends, children, everyone enjoying.
Those are Juan's son and the Germán's daughter and son as well. My family is at Madrid and in Granada, so
no, but it's a nice thing to have family members here.
Yeah, but we were with the strategy and the children were playing right behind us and in the background and making some noise, but everything perfectly. Having their support and their love all the way through the race. It was mega.
Excellent, congratulations. We'll catch up with some of the other winners now. The second place team will bring our second place team in shortly, but we have to talk to the drama, Mold Racing. It came down to the last 5 minutes. What about Morris? Come in, Morris. Morris, first of all, how did you stay calm, and how did the rest of the team keep you calm?
Really, I didn't. For me, I don't know if you noticed, but I was driving only the anti-clockwise direction, and I had a break for about 18 hours, and I know it was the first time in the kart in this direction. I had absolutely no idea where the lines were. I was just trying to survive the first laps, and then after about 10 minutes of driving, my direct opponent came just in front of me, and then I realized he got a bad kart, and that was my chance. I think he was faster as a driver, but this time I had luck on my side.
There was one moment, I think, with the team from Belarus that I don't think the driver saw Hugo was there, moved across, that slowed him down. Then he closed back in, but finally you were able to pull away. I mean, what does it feel? I mean, okay, where's Octavian? Where's Octavian? We'll speak to Nicholas. We'll speak to Nicholas Kruger. Nicholas Kruger, I think, was one of the stars of the show. Fantastic stints from you. You made a big difference.
I was faster with the same kart in the qualifying, okay?
That's Andre Boom, but Octavian Lungu. Now, you've got 3 German drivers. You're the Moldovan driver. Come here, Octavian. Come here. In an international kart race, Moldova is on the podium. How does that make you feel?
Wie fühlst du dich, dass Moldawien es geschafft hat aufs Podium?
Ja, ich bin sehr stolz auf uns, ja, und das haben wir richtig super arbeitet.
He's very proud of the whole team that it works together. We're working now more than 2 years together, been practicing all over the world, learning the Sodi karts, learning the tracks, learning the conditions, learning the teamwork. It comes so much together, and it's incredible for us that finally it came true and it worked out as a team. That's basically it.
Wir sind sehr, sehr, sehr glücklich.
Yeah. I think we are the most happy team today. Maybe next to Pakete.
Maybe next. And he said packets, not the other word there. So that's okay. No, thank you. I mean, so congratulations. I know in German. So into that camera there, in your own language, in Deutsch, tell the people why Mold Racing are one of the best in the world.
In deiner Sprache sollst du in der Kamera nochmal sagen, warum sind wir die Besten auf der Welt und warum sind wir so ein geiles Team?
Right there.
Auf Deutsch? Auf Deutsch. Okay. Wir sind einfach die geilsten Jungs, und wir, auch wenn bei schwierigen Situationen, auch bei guten, supern, sind wir zusammen, halten wir zusammen, und wir haben richtig, richtig Spaß, egal was wir machen. Und das ist ein richtig geiler Team, haben wir zusammengestellt, und das macht Spaß.
I think you're a young team, you're a hungry team, you've got talented drivers.
Together in difficult situations and growing together. It's like this working together. You know, we're not mixed or something. We grew together, so that's really the big benefit of it. So.
Excellent, congratulations. Well, there's our third place team. Now our runners up are over there. Congratulations, Mold Racing Moldova, with a splash of German as well on the podium. But Belgium have also got a team on the podium. Let's bring in our runners up. You can see some of the children from the winning team here, but we'll speak to Louise Brown and Benjamin Kuyvers. Oh, Louise, Benjamin, come this way. It was close. You led, but against a team that knows this circuit so well. You know, second was maybe not what you wanted, but as the race progressed, the best that you could imagine?
Yes, it's better that we imagine. When I come here, never I say me, okay, I'm going to finish second. And for me, it's the best result, and I'm very enjoy.
You enjoy. Now, you normally race sprint racing, yes? How do you like endurance racing? How do you like the endurance, the racing as a team? You like?
Yes, I like this, yes, really.
Good. Now, Benjamin Kivers, come in as well. Come around here, Benjamin. You have to. Oh, I know.
I can talk French.
Okay. Just because you finished seconds, I will let you speak French to that camera. Oui. But first of all, we'll say in English first. Just describe very quickly how happy are you feeling?
Je suis vraiment content d'avoir fini deuxième parce que je m'y attendais pas. Au début, on a vraiment eu du mal parce qu'on a pris beaucoup dans les relais. Et finalement, pendant la nuit, on a commencé à bien revenir. Et on est remonté deuxième. Et finalement, on est resté deuxième jusqu'à la fin.
He said that basically it was the charcuterie boards that the team had and the snacks that won it. No, I'm joking. He was just saying that obviously very proud. The team all worked very hard, yes?
Yes, I'm very proud. And maybe we are going to come the next time, the next year.
Well, that is what Martin Roivers, the whole team want to... this has been a record-breaking entry. Spain have won, Moldova have come third, Belgium have come second. Would you recommend this race to all endurance teams around Europe? Would you say, yes, this is a good race to come to?
Yes, here's the good
event.
Yes.
The track, the circuit, the piste.
I like the track, but I don't have the habits that to drive in the other track because every time I drive, it's the first time for us here.
Yeah. So you were driving clockwise and anti-clockwise, yes?
Yes, it's the special track. Yes.
It's a special track. Okay, thank you very much. We're going to go to the podium very shortly. So there's Louise Brown and Benjamin Kivers, part of the second place, the MRK Lions. Here's Nathan Caissons, and who have we got here? That's Jules. Now, Nathan, a tough race?
Yeah, for sure. It was my second time here, so first time it was already with Benjamin. And then we won, it was for me in 2021. So with the new team here, it was excited. It was very hard and hot.
And Jules?
Yeah, also my first time, and yeah, really hard track to drive a long time on. And it was also really hot, yeah.
But the track is challenging up and down. How tired do you all feel?
Really tired.
Really tired?
I feel still okay.
You feel okay?
I'm tired.
You're tired, and you were asleep in the tent.
I'm not tired.
No, he's not tired. Okay, there's your runners up as well. The other teams are out on the circuit. We are going to have the podium presentation very, very shortly. So please don't go away. You can hear Christina is up there on the podium. We'll take the drivers up to the podium now. Don't go away. The live stream will continue all the way through to the end of the podium celebrations.
Ok, combinado. Já agora, se o Luís estiver demasiado perto, eu não sei se para a direita dele, naquela zona mais da ponte, dá para ele ter mais espacinho.
Recordad que debéis llevar vuestros trajes y salir guapos en las fotos.
Attention all drivers, attention all drivers. We need the top 3 teams in each category. The top 3 teams, all drivers in the top 3 teams, please make your way to the foot of the podium with your race suits. You must have your race suits, and if you have them, your crash helmets. You must have your race suits, all drivers in the top 3 in the general classement and in Masters.
Ok.
Volvemos a recordar a todos nuestros pilotos que van a subirse al podium de cada categoría. Debéis llevar vuestros trajes. Volvemos a recordar, pilotos, aquellos que os vais a subir al podium, recordad, venir aquí arriba con vuestros monos.
Já agora, não sei se é o caso, mas cuidado com o champanhe caso vier a voar na tua direção.
Bueno, veo que estáis todos muy atentos esperando, así que vamos a informar de cómo dará comienzo este podio. En primer lugar, vamos a dar el premio a la vuelta más rápida en el sentido contrahorario. En segundo lugar, daremos un premio a la vuelta más rápida en el sentido. Una vez que finalicemos con estos dos premios, pasaremos a la categoría Masters, tercer clasificado, segundo y primero. Y una vez terminemos con nuestros Masters, daremos la bienvenida a nuestro podium final en la categoría general.
So just to remind you, we will be calling you up to the podium in the following order. Firstly, we will do the award for fastest lap in the anti-clockwise direction. Then it will be fastest lap in the clockwise direction. Then we will have third, second and first in Masters. And finally, third, second and first in the general classification. We would like to remind you that the top 3 teams will need to go back down onto the circuit for some more photographs after the podium ceremony. Thank you. So, if we say, when we're ready to go, if I say hello and welcome to the podium ceremony for the 30 hours of Campillos. You know the podium ceremony. I say, so English first and Spanish, is that okay? Yeah? So I'll say hello, welcome to the podium ceremony, introduce it officially, do the same thing.
No English, but they prefer English because they didn't understand Spanish.
They prefer English.
Yes, because for example in the podium,
Yeah. Everything in English. Yes. It's a Spanish event. I don't care what they prefer. And how we present the event as a whole, that is what's important.
We are searching all the info for the Faster Lab. We're going to start with Master Team.
So are you happy for us to start? Are we happy to start the presentation now?
To start, give it to Master Team.
Okay.
Es que si no, no está para todo. Que si no, no está para todo.
When you want us to start, give us a thumbs up and we'll start.
How you like?
Ladies and gentlemen, could we have your attention, please, as we begin the podium ceremony for the 30 hours of Karting Campillos. We will begin the presentation with the Masters category, then we will do the fastest laps, and then the general classification.
Vamos a dar comienzo a esta entrega de premios con nuestros máster. Vamos a llamar, en este caso primero, a la categoría máster y una vez demos estos premios, continuaremos con la vuelta más rápida. Ya veo por ahí preparados en las escaleras a nuestros chicos.
So please welcome onto the podium, finishing third in Masters, representing Denmark, Sallies.
Ahí vemos cómo le hacen entrega de los premios, de esas medallas. Y tenemos a Martin entregando el trofeo a nuestro tercer clasificado.
And now finishing in second after suffering a
2-lap penalty for not completing the minimum in the very last Masters Team 41 MRT Boy.
Recibimos en segundo lugar a estos chicos que finalmente casi rascan el primer puesto en el podio, pero han recibido una penalización y por ello bajan a segundo lugar. Igual de importante, los chicos de MRT Freaky Boys, enhorabuena por ese segundo puesto. Y tenemos aquí subiendo ahora mismo
Francisco González Jiménez.
Francisco González Jiménez, José María Servián Vega, Cristiano Pica y Juan Esteban Bermúdez.
So once again, the team still managing to smile. They get their runners-up medal. The Freaky Boys are second place.
Ahí van recibiendo las medallas y ese merecido trofeo los chicos de Freaky Boys, que nos han hecho pasarlo muy bien este fin de semana. Espectacular carrera han hecho.
But now, please welcome your 2024 30 Hours of Campillos Masters Champions. Team 45, representing Spain, it's Karts.
Y ahora sí que sí, fuerte aplauso para ese primer podium de los Master, los chicos de Karts con el dorsal 45. Ahí van recibiendo la ovación del público. Enhorabuena, chicos. Van subiendo al podio Mario Santos Gómez. También acompaña Carlos Carrascosa, Kevin Goldbach Rivera, Juan José Cebría Ballester. Fuerte aplauso para ellos. It's better the paper. Always the paper.
So the drivers shaking in the hands there, very sporting. Mario Santos Gomez, Carlos Carrasco Lopez, Kevin Gobac Rivera, and Juan Jose Quebra Ballesteros, your 2024 Masters champions. They take the trophy, Benicart.
Reciben ese merecido podium, ese trofeo que celebran enormemente nuestros Masters. Y ahí queda esa foto final del podium Master.
So one more time for the official photographer there, standing up in the red, waving big trophies in the air, smiles, 30 hours, your Masters podium, ladies and gentlemen.
Sonreíd, chicos, que os saquen bien guapos después de estas 30 horas en los karts.
Old school.
Make some pictures because we need to make some time.
So once again, some official sponsor photographs. For those of you watching the live stream at home and wondering how you can get involved in the Masters category, the average age of all drivers must be 40 years old, and every driver must be at least 30. So no one younger than 30, and the average age must be 40.
Recordamos, como ya sabéis, la mayoría, que nuestros Masters deben tener una media de edad de 40 años y todos los pilotos deben tener mínimo 30 años. Y ahora sí, vamos a seguir entregando estos trofeos y podiums. Esperamos que lo estéis pasando bien. Ya el calor ha dejado de apretar tanto, así que preparad vuestras cámaras que vamos a seguir llamando a compañeros.
¡Dale, Álvaro!
So we are just waiting to receive the information about the individual fastest laps. Please don't go away, because we will do the individual fastest laps and then the main podium itself.
Del equipo MRT, Chema Serbian, MRT. Anti-clockwise.
Yep. Where is it?
Chema Serbian, pero what is the team?
Paper, 40.
Más rápida, tanto en sentido horario como en sentido antihorario. El ganador, la vuelta más rápida para el sentido contrahorario, ha sido para el equipo número 41 MRT, Chema Serbian.
So the award for the fastest lap going anti-clockwise, it is a 1 minute 23.681 seconds. The team was the MRT Freaky Boys and the driver, Jose Maria Sordian. Benjamin Kivers, MRK Lions.
Y ahora vamos a la vuelta más rápida en sentido horario. En este caso se los llevan los chicos de MRK Lions. Tenemos a
Benjamin Kivers.
Benjamin. Bienvenido, Benjamin.
And now the award for the fastest race lap, going in a clockwise direction, 1 minute 23.317 seconds for MRK Lions driver Benjamin Kivers.
Fuerte aplauso para ellos.
Oh, top three now.
Start. ¿El papel?
Yes, we're good. The top three teams in the general classification, finishing in third position, representing Moldova. It's Team 10, Mold Racing. I'll do the drive. I'll get you the driver names.
Y en tercer lugar, en este ranking general, tenemos a los chicos de Moldavia. Desde Moldavia viene Mold Racing.
Octavian Lungu.
Sube al podium Octavian Lungu, Andrew Wong, Niklas Kruger y Maurice Sorninkov.
So drivers, Maurice Cernikau, Octavian Lungi, Andre Bloom and Niklas Kruger, they receive each driver receives the replica trophy. They get a check for €500, and Octavian Lungu, the team captain, will receive the main trophy. So, replica trophy.
Nuestro tercer clasificado no solo está recibiendo esos preciosos trofeos, también se lleva un cheque de €500 y ahí va a hacerle Martin la entrega al equipo de ese gran trofeo general para el tercer clasificado. Winners without papers.
Congratulations, Mold Racing from Moldova. Now your runners-up, finishing in second position, representing Belgium, the MRK Lions.
Y ahora suben a nuestro podium estos chicos que también lo han hecho, chicos y chicas. Al segundo lugar, MRK Lions desde Bélgica. Suben, ahí los vemos.
MRK Lions. So we have Louise Brown.
Tenemos a Louise Brown, que ha hecho un espectacular trabajo. Benjamin Kivers,
Kenneth Nasons
y Jules Van Hool.
So drivers, Jules Van Hool, Kenneth Nasons, Benjamin Kivers and Louise Brown. Your second place finishers.
The girl is the winner of the SOS.
They get their replica trophies. Each driver gets the small trophy. On behalf of KartCenter Campillos, they get €1,000, and Martin Roivers presents them with the overall P2 trophy.
Y ahí vemos a Martin hacer entrega de ese trofeo general, de esa segunda clasificación para los chicos belgas. Cada uno se lleva también su réplica de trofeo y €1.000.
But now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the 2024 30 Hours of Karting Campillos champions. They defend their title, representing Spain. It's Paquetes Drivers.
Ahora sí que sí, esas palmas arriba, fuerte ovación, porque llegan nuestros ganadores absolutos. Repiten podium, revalidan ese primer puesto. Ellos son Paquete Drivers.
John Del Valle.
Aquí vemos entrar a John del Valle, Germán Sánchez, Alejandro Ruiz Cabello y Juan Sánchez.
Winning drivers, John Del Valle, Germán Sánchez, Alejandro Ruiz Cabello, and Juan Sánchez. Paquetes Racing 2024, el campeón.
Ahí tenemos en este podio a nuestros ganadores de esta sexta edición, los ganadores de las 30 horas de Karting Campillos 2024. Ahí vemos esa entrega de trofeos, esa réplica del primer puesto, y va a hacerles entregas de ese pedazo de cheque de 2.000 euros a nuestros ganadores, Martín.
Is it Gerard, yes?
Yes.
Your Martin's dad, yes?
Ahora tiene que decir que el trofeo lo da Gerard Roberts.
And the 2,000 euro check, the replica trophy, but the winner's trophy is being presented by Mr. Campillos himself, the godfather of this circuit, Gerard Rivers.
Momento muy especial porque hace entrega de ese trofeo el padre de Martín, fundador de Karting Campillos, Gerard Rivers. Foto finish de ese podium.
Okay.
Fuerte aplauso para nuestros ganadores.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please, as we take the final photo, I would like to ask all the drivers, all the spectators, the family members, the drivers on the podium, please can you show your appreciation for the wonderful team at KartCenter Campillos who have worked so hard for this event. The marshals, the mechanics, the fuelers, all the staff, please can you show your appreciation to them. Congratulations, team.
I won the three teams there. All of the people had to stay there. No.
A estos equipos ganadores abajo en el circuito para dejar enmarcado ese recuerdo final.
I'll see you next year, maybe.
My first time here, but I hope
Maybe.
Yes.
You never know.
Never know.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It was very amazing and special for me.
we'll try and make our way
this
through
weekend.
here now.
Congratulations
Chris,
for your song and for everything that you built here.
This brings-
It's amazing.
This brings to a close our broadcast. Chris Jimenez, I think all that is left to say is, wow, what an event.
Ha sido un fin de semana intenso. La verdad que era mi primer evento aquí en Karting Campillos y lo he disfrutado muchísimo. Ha sido maravilloso ver esa adrenalina, esas emociones a flor de piel y esa carrera de resistencia que hemos hecho todos, el staff, los corredores y, bueno, todos vosotros desde casa si nos estáis viendo.
So, all it leaves us to say is thank you to the drivers, the teams, thank you to the viewers, thank you to all the people that have watched this for making this event possible. This is rental kart racing, leisure kart racing at its finest. So, we are in Andalusia. Chris, it's been your first kart event. Please take us home and wish everybody good night.
Muchísimas gracias por estar ahí y esperamos veros el próximo año de nuevo, tanto al otro lado de la pantalla
como aquí, en Karting Campillos, que ya sabéis que está abierto durante todo el año para recibiros y que podáis poner a prueba vuestras habilidades en la pista. ¡Nos vemos!